Freight handlers play an essential role in the supply chain industry. They work to move goods and materials from one place to another, ensuring that products make it to their destination on time and without any damage. If you're interested in becoming a freight handler, this guide is for you. We'll go over what the job entails, what skills you need, and how to get started in this exciting career field. Let's get started. What is a freight handler? And what do they do? A freight handler is responsible for loading, unloading, and moving freight and other materials. This may involve using machineries such as forklifts and pallet jacks, as well as more manual methods such as hand carts and dollies. Freight handlers must be able to safely lift and move heavy objects, often in tight spaces. They must also understand how to properly load and unload items onto trucks, trains, and ships. In addition to loading and unloading freight, freight handlers may also be responsible for tracking shipments, keeping records of incoming and outgoing goods, and communicating with customers about their orders. To learn more about the freight and the transportation industry, check out our previous post. The necessary skills for the job. To become a freight handler, you will need to have a strong work ethic and be physically fit. You must be able to lift heavy objects and be comfortable working in cramped spaces. Having good coordination and balance is also essential, as you will be moving around large and often unbalanced loads. You must also be able to follow instructions carefully and pay attention to detail, as any mistakes could result in serious accidents or damage to goods. A strong work ethic is necessary because freight handlers often work long hours, and the job can be physically demanding. There will probably be times when you will be required to work overtime or on weekends in order to meet deadlines. Being physically fit is important because the job requires a lot of lifting, carrying, and moving heavy objects. If you have any health conditions that might limit your ability to do these things, it is essential to disclose them to your employer before starting the job. It is also vital to have good coordination and balance because you will be moving around large and often unbalanced loads. If you are not able to coordinate your movements well, you could drop a load or injure yourself. You must also be able to follow instructions carefully and pay attention to detail. This is important because any mistakes could result in serious accidents or damage to goods. There isn't any room for error when it comes to handling freight. In addition to these physical requirements, freight handlers must also possess good communication skills, as you will be working with customers and other supply chain members. You must be able to communicate effectively with others. You should also have some basic math skills, as you will need to keep track of inventory and calculate shipping rates. Communication skills are fundamental because you will work with customers and other supply chain members. It is crucial that you are able to communicate effectively with others in order to avoid any misunderstanding. It is also essential to have basic math skills because you will need to keep track of inventory and calculate shipping rates. If you are not comfortable with basic math, it is essential to disclose this to your employer so that they can provide you with the necessary training. How to become a freight handler. If you are interested in becoming a freight handler, you can take a few different routes. Many freight handlers start out as laborers or material handlers and then receive on-the-job training to become certified freight handlers. Some community colleges and vocational schools also offer programs specifically in freight handling. These programs typically last around 6 months and include both classroom instruction and hands-on training. After completing a program, you will likely be able to find entry-level work as a freight handler. While there are no formal education requirements, most employers prefer hiring candidates with a high school diploma or equivalent. If you don't have a high school diploma, you can still pursue a career in this field by completing a training program at a community college or vocational school. These programs typically last for 6 to 12 months and will provide you with the skills and knowledge necessary to perform the job. With the proper skills and training, you can begin your career as a freight handler. This exciting job offers the opportunity to work with various supply chain members and play an essential role in ensuring that goods reach their destination safely and on time. If you are dedicated and have a strong work ethic, you can be successful in this career. Another very important thing to consider when thinking about freight is where the freight is. Having the ability to track your shipment in real time and be given updates as to where the shipment is truly important for any company that ships freight. That is why out of the numerous ELD and GPS providers, there are 2 that we wholeheartedly recommend. Affiliate disclaimer. Freight Chain is supported by our readers. When you purchase through links on our site, we may earn an affiliate commission that helps keep our website and its content. Thank you. Learn more. Keep Truckin' has made it so easy to schedule and track your delivery. You can even get an inspection report on the app. With these features, You won't have any stress or wasted time as a business owner. Check out Keep Truckin' today. Get ahead of the curve and join Samsara today. This modern platform is user-friendly. No matter what type of transportation services you offer, it ensures compliance with all current regulations so that users can be confident in their choices while finding new customers in this ever-changing world we live in now more than ever. Check out Samsara today. If you want to learn more about ELD and GPS providers, check out our previous post. The benefits of the job. Working as a freight handler offers a number of benefits. First, it is a physically demanding job that can help you stay in shape. Second, it provides the opportunity to work with various supply chain members and learn about the inner workings of the transportation industry. Third, it is a stable career with good job security. And fourth, it offers decent pay and benefits if you are looking for a very exciting and rewarding career. Freight handling may be the perfect choice for you. The challenges of the job and how to overcome them. Like any job, working as a freight handler comes with its fair share of challenges. One of the biggest challenges is lifting heavy objects and moving them around in tight spaces. This can be physically demanding work, so it is vital to be in good shape before starting a job as a freight handler. Another challenge is dealing with customers, as you will be responsible for communicating with customers about their orders. It is crucial that you have good people skills. Finally, it is also essential to be detail-oriented and have good math skills, as you will need to keep track of inventory and calculate shipping rates. If you are dedicated and have a strong work ethic, you can overcome these challenges and be successful in this career. Salary and career progression for freight handlers. The average salary for a freight handler is around $49,694 per year. However, salaries can vary depending on experience, location, and employer. Freight handlers with more experience can earn more, and those who work in larger cities or at busy ports can also expect to earn more. Career progression for freight handlers typically involves moving up to higher level positions such as lead handler or supervisor. With experience, you may also be able to move into management roles. If you are dedicated and have a strong work ethic, you can have a successful career as a freight handler. The job outlook for freight handlers is positive, as the transportation industry is expected to grow in the coming years. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics estimates that employment in this field will grow by 4% from 2019 to 2029. This growth is because of the increasing demand for goods and services and the expansion of online shopping. Check out our previous post to learn more about freight dispatching and transportation. Final thoughts. So, what do you think? Are you ready to become a freight handler? This guide has everything you need to get started. We hope it was helpful. If you have any questions at all or want to get more information, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to check back again for more content. Disclaimer: Freight Chain provides educational content only. It should not be taken as professional advice. You should always consult a freight shipping expert before making any decisions.